Hi there, year ones. I hope you've had a lovely day and I hope you didn't get too wet doing some of those lovely capacity activities that House set you today. And I hope you've been helping out your parents at home as much as you can. It's really, really important that you try to do that as much as you can. Right, I've got another activity for you to do today, and again, it is going to focus on our capital letters and full stops. I know I'm banging on about this a lot this week, but I think it is really, really important. It's an important skill, not just for you guys, but particularly for your reader. Because remember, your reader can be anybody. It could be Harry Potter, Julia Donaldson, or even Orla in my class. So it's really important that we get these capital letters and full stops right so that we can really help our reader. Okay? Now, it is easier. It is easier to remember your capital letters and full stops when it's just one sentence. You put your capital letter at start, tell the reader that that's the start of the sentence, and put a full stop at the end to tell the reader that sentence has ended. It gets a bit more difficult when you are writing a sequence of sentences. So that's more than one sentence. But one thing that can help you is if you draw pictures or perhaps act it out, so you can see what's going on. So, for instance, for this sentence here, there's two things going on. So you can even think about them in your head, or you can act them out. You can draw a picture. So I'm going to read it, and then I want you to pause and work out where you think the full stops need to go with your parents or maybe your brothers and sisters. So, the girl played football. She scored a great goal. Okay, and even when you read it out loud, you can almost hear yourself stopping where the sentence ends. The girl played football. Well, that's the first thing that's happening in this sequence of sentences, and that makes complete sense in its own, because so that's where the first full stop needs to go. If that's a full stop, that's telling the reader that's the end of a sentence. So this must be the start of a new sentence, which means it needs a capital letter. So we'll put our capital letter in there. Okay, and we read this. Does this make sense on its own? She scored a great goal. Yes, it does. We put our full stop in there, and now we've got our sequence of sentences. So, I've got an activity for you that you can get off the website, which uses colours to help you. Okay, and again, you can act it out if you want. But what I want you to do is I want you to draw a sequence of events, in your boxes. Okay, and then you can write the sentences, and the colours will help you. So, for instance, I've written, the cat went to the shop. The cat got some milk. He went home. Okay, there's three things happening there, and I've made a bit of an error here because I've gone into the third thing that has happened. Okay, there is no green here, but there is a green event that's happened in my sequence here. Okay, so it would make more sense if I have the cat went to the shop, he got some milk, he went home. Because there's three things happening, I need to have three full stops. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And each sentence needs to make sense on its own, so you must read it back over to check that it does. The cat went to the shop. He got some milk. He went home. Okay? And as you get better, you might want to start thinking about your reader even more. You've got the full stops and capital letters right, and maybe we can start to make it more interesting by introducing some fronted time adverbials. Okay? So instead of just saying the cat, we could have one day. Okay, so that's telling the reader when it happened. One day, the cat went to the shop. A few minutes later, just bring the reader through your sequence of sentences. He got some milk. Finally, he went home. Okay, and then if you're getting really confident at that, another thing you can start to do is you can start adding in ands and becauses and adjectives to really put a picture in the reader's mind. So it then becomes, one day a fluffy cat walked to his local shop because he was thirsty. Full stop. A few minutes later, he got some fresh milk and it cost £2. Finally, he strolled home and had a lovely nap. Okay? So this is the way you can build up those sentences. What I would do is I would try to do them in different colours just to help you work out where you need to put those full stops. It's really, really important that you read back over it. You will hear it if it doesn't make sense. For instance, if I put in a full stop here, if I read back over that, one day a fluffy cat, that doesn't make all that much sense, then you will know that your full stop is in the wrong place. Okay? And then once you're finished, because it's 3 events, you need to have 3 capital letters and 3 full stops. Okay, I hope you have a really good day, year ones, and we'll hit you again tomorrow with another lovely activity. Thank you very much.